Hi guys, today we're going to be solving a tricky question on quadratic equation using the factorization method. So right here, this question is very much an Olympiad math question. We are asked to solve a quadratic equation using the factorization method, x squared plus 2 root 2x minus 6 equals to 0. And also, we are asked to get the value of x. As you can see, this very quadratic equation is not like a regular quadratic equation. Right here, we have the leaser as a coefficient for x raised to 1. So don't forget in our previous lessons, one of our previous lessons, we worked on SERP. We did a very good job on that, so you can pause this video or this exposition and go ahead and help yourself with that. So how do we factorize this? How do we solve this? Now, that's what we're going to do. First of all, let's try this out. The fact is, we acknowledge the fact that this is a quadratic equation. It's quadratic because the highest power we have is plus 2. It's very important. That's the first thing you have to watch out for. Watch out for the fact that what you're working on is quadratic really. It's a second order equation. So this x power plus 2, this x power plus 1, this x power 0. And so what do we do? The next thing we're going to do is on the norm, we're going to write out our sum x, our product. Right here, the sum that we have is 2 root 2x. The product will just be this. So if you have that, there won't be any real relationship between the sum and the product because the sum is a mixed surd. So we're going to look for a way to make sure that you're going to look for a way to transform this very question into what can really help us have a relationship between the sum and the product. So what I'm going to do, we're going to be using the root 2. We use the root 2 to the power of 3. So here we have 1 over root 2 s squared plus root 2 divides root 2 here. What do we have? We have 2x then minus 6 over root 2 equals to 0. You will need the basic knowledge of surd for you to understand this. You need the basic knowledge of surd. So what I'm going to do, the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to rationalize this place. With the sign to rationalize this place, we're going to rationalize this very end, the c part. So this c over root, this 6 over root 2. So how do we rationalize? Just do the same thing all through root 2. Don't forget how to rationalize root 2. So 6 times root 2 is 6 root 2 over root 4. That's 6 root 2 over ordinary root 2. 3 here 1, 2 here 3. So we have 3 root 2. So that's 1 over root 2 x squared plus 2x minus 3 root 2 equals to 0. So this very equation is taking a new shape. So right here, the sum x is 2x. Now the product is we're gonna multiply this and these together. So that's 1 over root 2 times 1 over root 2x squared, I beg your pardon, times minus 3 root 2. So what do we do? Root 2 takes out root 2. What do we have? Minus 3x squared. That's the product that we have. It's very clear. The product is minus 3x squared. The sum x is 2x. So what do we have? This sum x, which is 2x. There's our product. Our product is minus 3x squared. So what do we do next? Don't forget, whenever the product is negative, it means two factors with different signs came together to bring about a very product. So here we have the product be minus 3s squared. That's minus negative product, two different signs, one plus the other one, two different factors, one plus the other one minus. So let's say the kind of sum we have here. The sum here is a positive sum. So if the sum is positive, for the fact that two different factors with different signs came together and the sum is positive, it means the bigger factor, had a positive sign and the smaller factor had a negative sign. So that's just what it means for us to have a positive sum. So you're going to think of two numbers you're going to combine together. That will give us plus 2x, and when we multiply them, it will give us minus 3x. So let's say plus 3 minus 1 plus 3x minus 1x. That will give us plus 2x. So we multiply them, it will give us minus 3x squared. So beautiful. We've gotten what we want already. So direct. So what I'm going to do next, don't forget that this is our new quadratic equation. We got this, we're able to rebrand the very question, x squared plus 2 root 2x minus 6 equals to 0. We're able to rebrand it into this. So we're going to be working with this. So what do we have? We have a 1 over root 2 s squared plus, now instead of us writing 2s, you're going to write 3x minus 1x or 3x minus x. So then minus 3 root 2 equals to 0. Now we're going to pick them in pairs. The first pair, the second pair. The first pair has a positive sign, a starting positive sign. Second pair has a starting negative sign. So let's take it up there. Let's take it up. Let's take it up. Finish it up. So what do we have? So right here, the first two we're going to write them out. So this 1 over root 2 plus 1 over 2x squared, I beg your pardon, plus 3x minus x, that's 1x, then minus 3 root 2 equals to 0. So now it's item again, we got this factorized. So if you look at this, 1 over root 2s squared plus 1 over root 2s squared plus 3s. What is common? What is simply common without much force is x. X is common. So what was the starting sign? The starting sign is positive plus x. Open the bracket. What do we have left? 1 over 2, 1 over root 2x, then plus. What is plus and plus is plus. What is left here? 3. Then what sign? What was the starting sign here for the second pair? Minus. So what is common is just 1. Nothing is common, just 1. Minus is plus. What do we have? X. Minus is plus. What do we have? 3 root 2 equals to 0. We're almost home. Almost got what we want. Or we are looking for. So we're about to factorize almost. Now what do we have? This 1 over root 2x plus 3. This plus x plus 3 root 2, I mean. So what do we do next? It's very simple for us to solve them from here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cross multiply. Just don't forget that there should be something common. They should share something common. This 1 over root 2x plus 3 over 1, yx plus x plus 3 root 2. They look a bit alike, but not exact. We need them to be exact. Those two, we need them to be exact. So what do we do? The next thing we do is this plus s right here. So we're going to we can cross multiply. So this plus x times 1, this plus x plus 3 times root 2 is 3 root 2 over root 2 right here. Then minus 1 s plus 3 root 2 right here plus 0. So the root 2 can step out. So that's x over root 2, then x plus 3 root 2 minus 1, x plus 3 root 2 equals to 0. Now we're done already. We're done. We factorized this already, as you can see. It's already factorized. So what do we do next? S plus 3 root 2, s plus 3 root 2, they're both the same. So we pick out one of them, s plus 3 root 2. That's x over root 2 minus 1 equals to 0. So this is how to factorize this. It's quite tricky, but very interesting and easy. So how do we get the values of x? We have to get the values of x. So that's x plus 3 root 2 equals to 0. And then x over root 2 minus 1 equals to 0. So what do? We send this to the other side. X is minus 3 root 2. Or that's x over root 2 equals to 1. Cross multiply. S here is root 2. So x minus 3 root 2 or root 2. So these are the values for x, as simple as that. Now the fact is when you expand this, you're going to get that very question, the very quadratic equation, you're going to get it back. So as simple as that. Okay guys, now we have a question to test ourselves with to know how much we've gotten from today's lesson. Now this question is, I can say clearly, emphatically, that this question is far easier than the very worked example that was taken. So we're asked to solve this quadratic equation using the factorization method. Root 3x squared plus 10x plus 7 root 3 equals to 0. We're asked to solve this. Now it's very simple, you can see. So I would love you to solve this very question and leave your answer for me in the comment section. So at this very point in time, we're done with today's lesson. If you found this lesson resourceful, please subscribe to this very channel at Edu Mosaic. And also please follow me on Facebook at Revelation Up. And please share this lesson with others. See you in the next lesson. Thanks.